Thank you for inviting me to your meeting. My name is Daniel Docker. I'm 54 years old. I'm a United States citizen, and I'm the GOP-endorsed candidate for Connecticut State Senate in the 20th District. I believe everyone is responsible to themselves, their family, and God for their actions, whether behavioral, fiscal, or you can pretty much fill in the blank. By extension, the government, local, state, and federal, is responsible for their actions as well. Even more so because this small group of representatives is responsible to the people for their actions. I've been asked on numerous occasions different questions, one of which is, why are you running? As conservative representatives of the people, we need to take back our state government and stem the fiscal insanity. Overspending, phantom, balanced budgets, emigration of business due to oppressive fees, taxes, and regulation. My strategy for winning, I hope to impress upon the people that it's not about right or left, it's about right or wrong. And I can't emphasize this enough. Pushing business out of state, spending more than we have, increasing taxes, not listening to the majority opinion, all wrong. Yourself. This is not about Democrat or Republican. This isn't about conservative or liberal. It's about what's right or wrong for the people, and anything else is unacceptable. Once again, the formula: reduced government spending, reduced taxation equals economic stimulation. You know it, and I know it. What is the matter with everyone else? This is my statement of intent and my pledge to you. I am Daniel Docker, and I will be your voice in the Connecticut State Senate, and I will vote to expand your rights as citizens.
So I tell you, if I wasn't able to speak out at groups like this, I'd be kicking my TV set with what's going on in Washington. So it's wonderful getting things going. But what we've really got to do is we've got to look for good leaders. And there are a lot of people, I saw them coming in the room tonight, different candidates for different offices. We've got to go out and work and support these candidates. It's really critical this year. I don't want to say it's a doomsday type of year, 11th hour or whatever, but I do think we're getting to the end of the line. I don't know how much more this country can take of what's going on in Washington. But the good news is we can do something about it. We've got a primary coming up in most of the districts in Connecticut on August. I think so. But what we've got to do is we've got to find good people, no matter where we live in the state, to either go to Hartford and stop the insanity up there, or to go to Washington. We need to create jobs. Do you think we need to create them in the government sector? No. Is that how you create wealth in a country? No, we've got to go in there and teach them. You create jobs in the private sector. And when you create jobs, you can lower taxes, bring more revenue into the government, and have prosperity. We saw it under the Reagan years, and we can have that type of prosperity again. What it's going to take is for every person that goes into office to be strong, to stand up, to not be influenced by special in the country. So as the Constitution states, what I'm challenging everybody to do is read the Constitution, vote for people who are going to go to Hartford and go to Washington, who are going to work for you and stick to the Founding Fathers' idea of that Constitution, and then come home when the time...
I got to tell you, if you care about gun rights in this state, you got to vote for Martha. I mean, have you seen this banner on the TV, on the news? It's Fox 61. It was on again today because they're making fun of Martha because she supports our gun rights.
You know, the numbers came out today, or actually they were filed on the 12th. I was looking at the numbers before I came over here on who's raised what. And you can do this when you get home. Go on the SEEC's website and go to eChris on the left-hand side, and you can search for anybody's campaign file, okay? And look up Ross Garber. He's raised $75,000, and I'm going to do the computations either tonight or tomorrow. I'm supposed to be on vacation this week, but since I'm doing other stuff. And almost all of his contributions are from lawyers. How many are lawyers in this room? You're not. Okay, 2 of us. Me and Jerry and Tanya, who doesn't want to admit that she's a lawyer. Tanya's a lawyer too. But not the rank and file. Look at that report, and then look at Martha's report. Now Martha's raised about $23,000, $25,000. I think there's 2 lawyers on the whole thing. It's carpenters, it's dentists, it's blue-collar workers, it's us. I mean, what the Supreme Court tried to tell us was, what does the Second Amendment mean? What Martha will tell you, and she said this at the Second Amendment march, was the Second Amendment doesn't mean that the government gets the good guns and that we get the rejects. That's what we want for an Attorney General. You know, over the past 20 years, we've had Dick Blumenthal.
And look at what has happened. You know, Dick is the one who fought for the assault weapons ban. When it went up to the U.S. Supreme Court and we had Wes Horton, they had Dick Blumenthal. You know, absolutely ridiculous. You know, how many people in this room?
But the only guns that we should be able to possess are those that were in existence in 1776. Because that's when the Second Amendment was written, or thereabouts, okay? 1781. That's what you want in the AG's office? Absolutely not. This is for Martha Jean for Attorney General. It is so important this year. It can't get much worse. Thank you very much. I love that.
State representative in the 41st district, which is Groton Town, Noank, Mystic, basically that little chunk right there along the coast. And I'm running on the fiscal conservative message. That's what it's all about. And what Daria was alluding to with principle. That's probably one of the major things in my case. This state is at a crossroads. We have a projected $3 billion deficit in 2012, a $6 billion deficit in 2014. There's no time for more commissions, more talk. We need action. And that's what we need out of our legislative leaders. And we don't have that right now in Groton. So what I'm planning to do is be a voice of common sense for the people in Groton and basically for all over the state.
One of the things I'm running on my platform is accountability, responsibility. You need to know, I need to know what they're thinking, what they need, what the people of our city, my city, want me to do for them in Hartford. And you can't do that if you just sit in Hartford. And you just say that no one's run against me for the last 4 times and I'm going to get reelected. All right? I'm going out, I want to be that conduit to the people of my city. Turn to Hartford is swinging in the wrong direction right now for rights, for the citizens, for our pocketbooks. And you know what? If we don't run our government like moms and dads run their homes, we're not going to have a government. It's just going to be chaos. And that's where we're at.
I'm Jerry Labriola, and I'm running for Congress in the 3rd Congressional District. We are in the 3rd Congressional District right now. So you heard from candidates outside. I'm a fiscal conservative, strong supporter of our Second Amendment rights. And I am running against Rosa DeLauro, the most liberal member of the United States Congress. I was nominated, along with Jerry, with party-endorsed candidates for Congress. Proud moment. On June 30th, we crossed over the $100,000 mark of total amount raised, which is the most money raised in the 3rd Congressional District in 20 years. So we're getting there.